exact same on the other side. It's just apt here for the first slot of SCA. And after this game, after this map, we will know who our first representative is to Berlin. Will it be BREN Esports of the Philippines, or will it be Paper Rex of the Singapore, Malaysia region? We'll find out now as we get into the matchup, and Paper Rex on the assault first.
Let's lock this index. What could be the most historical match, a classic primetime show of what Southeast Asia has to bring to the brand of Valorant here. And we are only in the upper bracket. This is, by all means, potentially a preview of a grand finals match, which would be a best of 5. What a tale it would be if we're going to see these two teams battle it out once more in that grand final. But for the meantime, Paper Rex, they want to be the first seed into that slot. Specifically, they want to go to Berlin, and they want to do it here now, as they are the chosen team by everybody to come out of this playoff stage. But BREN Esports are looking to make that change, to change the narrative here and show that they are the top dogs of Southeast Asia. Paper Rex, they're taking it to the B side to start things off here, Dex.
And just winning in the upper bracket will just seal the deal completely for one of these two teams. Cap off incredible runs in the group stage as well as the playoffs themselves. And really, before the series, Paper Rex has only lost once in a map. For BREN Esports, it was spotless. Now they have given one loss each to each other, but the records are still absolutely stellar so far. For now, though, here we go into the round, and Paper Rex have put that spike down. BREN Esports, though, looking for the retake already. Wit's going to be there on the left-hand side. Shiba, though, ready for the classic Shiba dart, as Battle's Guiding Light tried to move on forward, but does get caught in the crossfire. Dubstep, though, in the meantime, dashing on in, past the staircase. Dispenser Forsaken on the board. Dubstep, in the meantime, does get a kill there, but Divide with 2 so far. It's not going to be 3v1. Make that! Oh, all up the Borkum here. Divide there with a triple kill. Gunkai on the board as well. And Paper Rex, they siege B site, and they take it pretty heavy-handedly.
Did they line up there for Divide? Did he just get 2 birds with 1 stone at the end of things? It did seem to be the case. Maybe we can get the replay on that, but Paper Rex, an opening round here to get the job done. This is the first pistol round that BREN Esports have lost this entire series. They won 4 of the previous ones, and now giving up the 5th. Paper Rex, if this is a sign of things to come for the Malaysian Singaporean squad, well, then this is a good omen for things. But Wits, his position has been given away. Forsaken knows he's there. They could potentially try and flush him out with some utility, but he will be able to cross back into safety for the meantime, although not unscathed. What a shot from Forsaken.
Twice so secure with the shots. Very difficult to hit that kind of movement from the other side. But I gotta say, though, before the action really goes crazy here, and Paper Rex will look to navigate into B main, Dubstep is only in line with the Sheriff. Can he actually get the line up there onto Forsaken? Will we see the Trailblazer first and foremost? There's the concuss, and Forsaken will get that takedown. Guiding Light now the call. Dispenser trying his best to go for the shots after getting flashed. Did tag up Benkai, but it's not going to be enough. PRX already on the rampage. They're on to B site and more. Forsaken looking around for a target or two. It's 8 HP left here for Wits. But in this small reprieve as Mind Freak catches out Jesse Vash, this should be Paper Rex cleaning up house and going for the 2-0. Wits now the only one left. There's the takedown and a flawless victory here for Paper Rex. But as we get into the third round turnaround, and BREN Esports will get the guns out, just the perfect time to commend all of the people cheering these two teams on. You can see the pressure everywhere, social media, chats, and the like. They're cheering on their petition of SCA to make it to Berlin, and everyone's just excited to see a new face to represent SCA. But the question is, will it be BREN Esports of the PH side, or will it be PRX, which honestly feels like it exemplifies and amplifies the meaning of SCA with their mixed roster. 2-0 though, black and blue, and let's get back into the game. Odin and Had here for Jesse Vash on the defending side. You know the wall banks will come from the west side of the map, so PRX decides to navigate here to A instead.
That's true, Dex. Paper Rex, you know, being that all-inclusive, fully international Southeast Asian team. You've got players here from different regions of Southeast Asia, different corners and cuts of it. Meanwhile, BREN Esports being that all-endemic Filipino squad who are just trying to make the old dream come true to go to Berlin. But now this is their first chance. Forsaken pushing on here. Wits is going to get caught off guard even with a weapon, but he had his knife out. Borkum holding down the line for the meantime. But Dubstep's going to answer back. Mindfreak doing one of his own. And Dubstep Rather, Dispenser will return the favor to Devi. 1v2, pulled here by the gravity well, but the weight of the world is on his shoulders. He's gonna lift that up. He might be the Atlas of this team here, Dispenser. The double D&D connection, not able to help him out for the meantime, but he is a clutch player of his own, a veteran of the scene. Time and time again, he's been put in this situation, and time again, he has prevailed. But can he do it on one of the biggest stages of his life so far? They're double stacking Hell and Dispenser. He's looking to send them from whence they came, but he is still on Heaven here on the rafters. He has some information that they're playing close to him, but I'm not sure if he can exactly catch him off guard here. The time is ticking, and Dispenser, the sands of it are not hollowing in his favor. He drops down safely, but Mind Freak won't let that continue on for longer as Paper Rex take a third round.
Hell had no fury, like Paper Rex scoring from the previous map, and they take that bonus 3-0 here. And how the tides have turned. BREN, they've been winning the pistols for the past 2 maps. They've been getting that early momentum, but with Paper Rex now in control of the driver's seat, this is a bad sign here for BREN Esports, winning that bonus, making that 8 take work. Paper Rex getting the pickoffs, getting the takedowns, and just such an incredible angle here from Mind Freak to catch at Dispenser as he went for the drop down reset. This is big here for PRX. All throughout the playoff bracket, we've noticed one thing from them, and that has been their slow starts compared to before. PRX, though, now they're in control. Now they're the ones up by 3. And BREN Esports, they need to find recovery and fast, or else that gate to the plane to Berlin, it's going to be closing in their face.
Do deny that Trailblazer from getting much more information. I don't think it would have spotted Dubstep out here, as I think a bit too far. He's gonna get flashed off of it, and they will confirm the kill as well. Devi opening things up here all alone, and he has no mind of doing that himself. Forsaken finding one, Devi finding a second, and they both find 2 apiece. The Devi and Forsaken combination on the side of Paper Rex is truly a hex here in the side of BREN Esports, a thorn that they've been stepping on time and time again. These 2 flexes, the 2 top powers of Paper Rex, have just won them another round, and this is a gun round here for BREN Esports. They have to win this, otherwise, well, this could be a runaway performance from Paper Rex.
It's just the vibe prophecy by this point, and he's been one of the masters of those, I like to say, flick flashes in a way. He turns on around, gets a pop flash on, gets that takedown after the fact, and knowing that he had that better duration with the Gyne Light compared to the opposition, and that is just his way to secure those kills. And really, the Sky, an agent that can make those plays now without the animations. Just goes to show that PRX able to squeeze every little bit of the flexibility of Devi. And an interesting call here, in all honesty, because PRX, they've been flexing Forsaken off that jet for a bit now in the past few rounds in the bracket, but this time he has been all day, every day on that duel. They respect BREN Esports, they know their power, and they want their young gun, they want their prodigy here, their messiah, to be on the board as quickly as possible. There you have it, Forsaken with the first chapter of this Exodus. That's gonna be a takedown onto Dispenser, and this is gonna be the book of Forsaken. Looking for a takedown or 2. Jesse Bash having the back on the way, low HP already, and here comes PRX trying to clear things out as soon as possible. Nebula's now in the way. Smokes will dissipate though, and Jesse Bash trying to make that Odin count. It's PRX though, pushing on forward again to the pit of these sites, and this is gonna be a good sign for them. They get the Guiding Light, they get the takedown on Jesse Bash, and it's 5v3 now.
Those flashes are so hard to counter when it's Devi on the other end of it, and they secure the round for the most part here. It's all on the Dubstep, but what can you do? It's a 1v5. You have an operator in your hands, maybe get a pick off here and there, but it will be a double swing coming in for them. All 3 peaks, not able to land a single one in that one. Dubstep, and have to try and save his operator. That's all he's got to work with. They're baiting him out here, and they're just toying with him at this point. Devi gonna confirm the round, the kill, a triple for him, and Paper Rex. This is not looking good for BREN. They're back in an eco once more. Still looking to run away with the stacks. Look at this, Borkim, Dubstep, Dispenser. This is not looking too good for the Filipino side.
And this is it. Paper Rex, when they feel that complete confidence in the roster, they're willing to push above and beyond any kind of expectations, have some fun along the way. And in that case, Dubstep there getting taken down. Gotta say, I do expect PRX to still play to the level we've seen so far in this series. They're not going to be too overconfident against the likes of BREN Esports, but just that small moment. You think it's nothing, right? That, okay, you're playing with Dubstep just a little bit, but it's such a tense situation. it's a good way to reset that mental. Know that you confidently can get those takedowns, win those duels as much as possible. And Paper Rex, when they thrive, they might overdive in some situations. So this time, they're keeping it cool, calm, collected, and waiting for BREN eSports in their response. But this is going to be a good pick off here from Forsaken. Yet again, the tip of the spear here for Paper Rex. He is the one giving paper cuts to the side of BREN eSports. Borkum will fall to the hand of Benkai, and suddenly it's 5v3. No way, no how. BREN eSports cannot find any of those duels to go in their favor. Dubstep here with the Blade Storm, yes. But he is caught in between two partitions of Paper Rex. He has to claw his way out of one of these already, but Mind Freak will shut him down immediately. It's Mind Freak on the board there, 5v2. BREN, can they even go for a potential retake? They only have Sheriffs here, black and blue.
I don't know, at this point, we haven't seen too many thrifty rounds in this map, specifically coming from BREN and Forsaken, man, just completely running amok, holding W and getting those kills at the end of it. Forsaken, man, what can you do to stop this when you don't even have the weapons to do so? Completely perfect here, coming from the side of Paper Rex, and a tactical timeout properly put here for BREN eSports. They have to find some way to get a stop, and maybe this tactical timeout, which is a mark of good teams, to be able to come back after a timeout, maybe this will be just what they need.
Yeah, match just hot there for Forsaken, but this is it. When Paper Rex, they take the L, it does feel like more often than not, that's where they get their motivation from. They say, okay, we dropped the map, guys, but we still have a series to win. And if you look at the history of Paper Rex, many a time, especially against their biggest rival, Full Sense, in their history, it's always been that reverse sweep situation. In this case, though, they did drop map number 2 instead of map number 1, but the case in point still rests. They're still extra motivated right now to get off to a hot start. They feel like they still have that confidence from the first 2 maps in the first place. And in a situation like Breeze, many a time it was just BREN eSports at the right place at the right time. But if PRX can set that tempo here on the attacking side, win the duels as quickly as possible, then there is no time for BREN to reposition. There is no time for BREN to set up their toll gates, and the toll will just be fined onto BREN eSports instead. It will just be heavier and heavier as the bodies pile up, and Paper Rex will soar all the way to Berlin at this rate unless BREN can put a stop to it.
6-0. BREN eSports. If they lose another round here, this could be a done deal. Dubstep not able to land the shots through the Seekers, but Jesse Vash there with the shock dart taking down Forsaken. It's a big pick for him. He's going to come out with a signature. Oh, then a 4K from Jesse Vash. He's done it time and time again. Defy, how does he do it to come back into that one? But there is no chance here for him to get the round any further. Defy, they've been clutch in the past. Dispenser spots him out and he sees him in return. But Jesse Vash, the signature man on the signature plan. Odin for the win, bringing it in big and getting a round finally here for BREN.
Paper Rex, they asked for that. This is a humbling experience for this game. Yes, you are up by 6 points, but you need to respect the tendencies of BREN eSports. And in that situation, Jesse Vash holding the line on the left-hand side. And Paper Rex, in all honesty, they just walked into that one and died to the hail of bullets from the opposite way of the speedway, from the opposite side there. PRX now, they see the opposition get on the board, and this is going to be BREN eSports on their signature composition. It's the Ascent Special Operator. Odin going to be in hand here. Dubstep playing into the middle, and we got Jesse Vash still on that B side. PRX, they need to solve this conundrum and fast. It's been a tough puzzle for many players and many teams in SEA, and it's been something BREN eSports has been able to rely on. But this is the second one there. Jesse Vash also reliable yet again. There we have it, the guarantee to get that takedown when the Hunter's Fury. Betkai will go down after the tag, and it's going to be a 5v4 right now. PRX, they still have money because of the 6-round streak they had a while ago, but this is where BREN eSports really picks it up. They got the clutch from Vash. They're looking for more of those kills, and they will feed off that energy, feed off that momentum, and look to hunt down Paper Rex.
Good opening pick here for BREN. You need to find a bit more, though, to really secure the round, but you got the lockdown cues here. Not the same fortune for Paper Rex as it was Benkai who was first taken down, and they do take down Borkum, which is a big pick to find here for Mind Freak on that Astra as well. Opposing Astras finding each other, but Forsaken finding the pick off on the Witch, looking to make a play, but Dispenser and Dubstep, he's way too quick on that, finding Forsaken, his own rival. And now they're down to a 2v3. The plant can go down here, but they're going to have to rescind control of the site real quick and back off maybe to main, as the lockdown is still up online. Sheba, Defy, how did they do it? It was a 2v3, but they got complacent with it. They probably thought the plant would be stuck and they can take the 1v2 towards Tree, but well, they were sunken into the ground. And Paper Rex, they take the round.
Blink and you'll miss it. Paper Rex takes the round away in just an incredible show of force. Yet again, the flash just one more time from Devi, but that whiff there from Dubstep, hurting them in that round. He needed to secure that kill onto Sheba, and instead Sheba stepping it up, getting 2. And we've seen him struggle getting shots here on set before. Seems like he's cleaned up his act, especially on this map. And he has been such a stellar addition to the PRX roster. We mentioned it already, history of PRX. They came in as a full unit from CS, but they have recalled Sheba from a previous edition of Paper Rex to the active field, and he is not disappointing whatsoever. Dubstep now does go down. Big deny there from the Sova. Dispenser here by the Cubby as well. But BREN Esports, they're falling apart at the seams from the get-go. PRX with the entry frags that they need. And it does seem like if this keeps up, this is where Paper Rex can truly shine. Can BREN Esports fight on back? Can the voices of the masses be heard there for the side of BREN Esports? Or will Paper Rex cover it and silence Dispenser though? He will not be done, and he wants his voice to be heard. He screams for those 2 kills. It's 4v3, and here we have it, Paper Rex buying themselves space to go to that B site.
Get the 4v3 in their favor, but we've seen this in the past where Paper Rex are able to come down even when they have the man disadvantage and win the round. The plant will go down for them for the meantime. Recon Bolt will give them away. Plant will be on triple itself. And now Sheba, oh dear. He's done it again. He's found a pick. That's a second this round for him. He's going to pull out the Aldron for information, and they have to be careful here. Here comes out now the Hunter Spirit from Sheba himself, but he's capitalizing on it. Bankai, oh my. Getting another round in Paper Rex. I'm telling you, man, you can never sleep on these guys. No matter in which difficult situation they're in, no matter which deficit you've placed them in, they can come back, and they've done it once more, even with a disadvantage.
Black and Blue, they've twisted the meaning, and that was the one. They gave 1 point to BREN so far, but the past 2 after that point, this has been extremely dominant situations and performances here from Paper Rex. So secure with the shots, simultaneous with the takedowns, and multiple times for the past 2 rounds. Blink and you miss it because the round is over. Really goes to show how strong Paper Rex can be. And they've been the imperators of the SCA scene for so long already, for good reason. Never dropping out of that top 5. Always in the realm possibility in the top 3. Can contend top 2, potentially even top 1 on that off X10 day. But now the throne, it is going to be for the taking. The path there is clear, and it has been a red carpet treatment so far for this 3rd map. Can PRX continue on and continue with this momentum to make this an 11-1 scoreline for the half, or will BREN Esports bite and fight on back? They need it immensely, because from what we've seen here from PRX, it's just been dominance back and forth.
Yeah, completely a one-sided show for the meantime. Witch is going to answer back. Jesse Vash, though, okay, making it happen, but Bankai not going to let that get too out of hand. Devi, this is what he's so good on. They have yet to really found a good counter to what Devi has been doing. Those pop flashes are deadly. And how do you even counteract that without just having a straight up turnaround? Devi, so good on that, so good on the aggression. And this man, no matter what symptoms he might be facing in any kind of situation here, even though he might be in a 2v1, he will come up big, and so does Sheba. And the bigger problem here for BREN is so does the rest of the roster here from Paper Rex, time and time again, making things happen.
It's just app here, some BDE from Devi, big Devi energy, time after time, making those pop flashes with those birdies work, and it really just goes to show here for Paper Rex, it's just utter confidence by this point. I don't even want to call it pop flash, I just want to call it a Devi flash here, because he's just been such a master of it compared to the rest of the SCA scene. I think he's one of the best, if not the best, who can make those plays work in the first place, and Devi has been incredible so far. For second though, he just glides like an angel past the shed, and Jesse Bash is gonna get a face full of his grace. Mind Freak on the board there. Benkai now catching the kamikaze of Dubstep, and it will be 4v2. BREN Esports, they're on the ropes here, and Paper Rex is in control. Dispenser gonna go on down. It's all up to Borkum here and now. But the problem for BREN Esports, the usual suspects for the clutch there at the lower half of that scoreboard. But this is gonna be the time for Borkum to wind that clock back. 11 bullets in the chamber, 3 targets with 1 low on the HP. Devi here on the left-hand side, and Borkum right now waiting for an opportunity, but Devi will give him no reprieves whatsoever. How can you have Borkum time if even a single second is not wasted here by Paper Rex and PRX in a dominant performance here in map number 3 so far? Make the scoreline 10-1.
Oh my, what window of opportunity there that BREN Esports had. Well, Paper Rex realizing, oh, we left the window open, let's close it out behind us, and they take a 10th round, man. It seems like for BREN Esports to lose that pistol round to start things off, it was a sign of things to come. And by all means, Paper Rex, they are outgunning every situation here right now, completely on another level from almost every team that we have here. BREN Esports and Full Sense are the only 2 teams that seem to put on a good show against them. Will it be enough to secure the rounds, the games even? Benkai, he does get that pick off here on the Wits. No more Seekers online to play here, but the mixed buy, the shoddy buy on the final round from BREN Esports gonna have to come in big, but Shiba, he is so deadly. He is the biggest detriment, honestly, right now, along with Forsaken for BREN Esports.
The reads here from Paper Rex have been incredible and just goes to show the aptitude of this roster. Benkai though on the board, Dispenser will fight on back, but now it's gonna be lockdown and Dispenser actually caught there. Might not have seen the end of the dome, and as Forsaken is confirmed the backline, Dispenser just stuck here. He is all alone by his lonesome. Paper Rex even going for the smart call to go to B site. PRX, they're giving no chances at all to BREN Esports, and this is the makings of the champion. This is naturally that you can go for, but here we have it. Shorty surprise, perhaps no, Devi will confirm that kill instead. All business from Devi, 11-1, and this has been the most dominant scoreline we've seen here in this series so far, especially from the hands of Paper Rex. 10 rounds the gap. BREN, they need this pistol win, or else this game, this series might be over.
Paper Rex, they are still and always have been the favorites to come out of this tournament, at least in the playoffs, as soon as X10 was eliminated. But nobody could have ever expected this series alone to go this way. Will BREN Esports be sent down to the lower bracket once more by Paper Rex, just as they were in the last C Challengers too? Or can they at least go down fighting if that is the case? They have been clawing back and forth and have been answering back very, very valiantly for the most part, but this map number 3, I'm not sure if Paper Rex have just shifted a new gear, playoff Paper Rex, or have BREN Esports seemed to lose a bit of steam here. Really gonna have to find things out, but we're going into the second half in the pistol round. This has to go in the way of BREN Esports.
Yeah, BREN Esports, this is do or die time, truly. You might say that about a few rounds that can decide the economy, but in this situation, if they lose this, the hopes, the dreams of the PH scene to make it to Berlin from the upper bracket, they will be dashed, and Paper X will be the first one there, and PRX. It really feels like they've been one of the successors to the throne. They've been one of the ones waiting at the wings of X10, and with the fall from grace of the Thai squad, it might be the time now, the SGMY region, to take that top spot. Jesse Bash at least making the shot that count there versus Shiba. But for NYSG, it's been a long time coming. They've been at the top of the SEA scene because of the top heavy teams that they have in the first place, and a small region making such an impact in SEA so far. Little reprieve though, BREN Esports is content with that kill, but they're running out of time here, Black and Blue. They need to rush to a site and fast. 20 seconds left, and if Dispenser cannot clear out this B site, I am worried here for BREN Esports. There you have it. Borkum though going for more, but Mind Freak in the meantime with the takedown. Here we have it. BREN with a hustle onto B site, but time is ticking. Keep an eye on that clock. Guiding Light gonna be there. Dispenser looking to hold the line. Where is the spike? But where is Devi? He's inside the boathouse looking for the kill on the Wits. There we go. Dispenser the protecting his teammate, but Benkai with the deny, and Paper Rex are on match point. One more round, and it's PRX goes to Berlin.
That's the thin thread that you walk on when you go for an execute that late. It was made popular by Na'Vi early on in the previous days, but what happened there to BREN? Did they realize? Did the time slip from them? Or was it a bit of indecisiveness that bit them in the end, or were they just unable to really find an avenue of attack? Surely they could have just picked one site to go to, but seemed to be a bit too late. And even if they didn't die on that plant, they barely had enough time, which is never a position you want to be in. Now Paper Rex, with the economy in their way, they're looking to close this one off. BREN Esports, this is not a good situation to be in, and it would be unfortunate for them to go down with a whimper here. Forsaken securing that one. Dubstep going down. Dax, this is not looking good. I think the seal is in the deal. It's all on Jesse Vash for the Spectre.
And there you go, get the Candlebox, because this is the Paper Rex treaty right here. No other team can represent SEA better than Paper Rex. Mixed roster, strong results, and now they're on the hunt. Paper Rex, they're gonna make an envoy to Berlin, and they are gonna be your first